Greetings everybody, this is Leviathan here, and today I'm bringing you a series of videos. This one is for the zone event, or sort of the zone thing, the cool thing that happens here in the Library of Zoltun Kulle. I'm sorry I had to do it. So each zone has some sort of mechanic or a special thing that happens inside of it. And for this one, you have to collect these pages to access Zoltun Kulle's lost or secret chamber. So if I click on this here on the left side, it kind of tells you what to do, and there's this notification thing for each zone. So this one, you have to collect pages, you have to do 5 of them. It lets you make a portal tome. Then you use the tome, you come to this menu here and use it if you have portals saved up. And then it'll give you a number of random results. A lot of them are really good, one of them is terrible. We'll see which one we get here in the video. But I've come up with a bunch of farming routes. This is actually where I farmed the most in my time in the alpha. And again, the thing I keep mentioning in these videos is the reason you farm is because you need to get a bunch of materials to farm up and increase the ranking of your gear. And the main thing that you need is Enchanted Dust. That's the rare crafting material. It's relatively hard to get, but you can do a lot of farming routes that allow you to essentially interact with a bunch of mechanics, spawn events like this. Like here we have a wanted event where you have to kill a purple monster that pops up. If I kill this guy, then I'll be able to get this chest that pops up, and this is 3 dust every time. So this is another way to just farm that dust, and we found that that's kind of on like a global cooldown. Once an event pops up, it usually takes about 5 minutes for another one to pop up. You can see right at the start of my spiel there though, I grabbed a page. So I've run this zone so many times that I kind of know where a bunch of page spawn points are, and I basically came up with a route that allows me to find them as quickly as possible while also killing some enemies so I can keep my experience coming in when I was caring about that and getting my paragon up. But right now I'll just kind of do it in a way that allows me to get a ton of pages very quickly to show you guys. But I also can't help killing elites, so I want to get in here and kill this guy too. So we have 2 pages already. Probably at some point, if this stays in the game or if it becomes a lucrative place to farm still, I'll make a guide as to like all the pages, the page spawn points and things like that, and kind of how to put a route together within the library. But you can see this is sort of what my route is. And some of this, like I mentioned, is for making sure to like keep massacre bonuses up and kill enemies. If I were gonna just go directly for pages, there's a couple of spots to check. There's usually one there. And it kind of is zonal within the zone, or regional, I guess, within the zone. Each kind of region of the zone with a few map tiles will have potential to spawn a page. And this is also, again, another thing to keep in mind is we're at the end of the alpha, so it's just me in here farming for the most part. Wow, we're getting lucky with a lot of fleeting shrines too, so it makes our adventuring a lot faster. When there are other players in here, they can also get pages, and that means like the spawn points that you're checking, there could have been a page there, but another player just grabbed it, and so you won't be able to get it because they take time once someone does grab them to respawn in those locations. They're always in these set locations, but you have to kind of be the first one there. If you're in a party, it's worth noting, if your party members are nearby, then one of you can loot the page, and then all of you will get one of the pages. So you can see we're at 3 out of 5 right now. Let's keep on keeping on. I usually come up here next. Feel so slow without the fleeting shrines now. I'll come in here. Sometimes there's one here, but there is not this time. And as you do this, like the reason this zone is so good is that it has tons of mobs, so you can get lots of massacre bonuses. This next room coming up in particular, the mobs respawn insanely. You can get tons of massacre bonus in here. Like you just do this room, like circuits of this room. By the time you finish a circuit, the mobs are like already respawning, so it gets pretty crazy in here. And also this zone is really good for just like the route that we put together has lots of spawn points for lairs, spawn points for all sorts of like fascinating things that are good for farming for your character. Lairs are really good in this game because that's one of the only sources of getting regular gems in the game. So if you have a good farming route that lets you see a lot of lairs, that can go a long way to helping your character be able to power up all your normal gems, which you socket into your secondary armors that have sockets in them. And that's separate from the legendary armor, which also has sockets in it, but you put your legendary gems in those sockets. So we need one more page. Sometimes there's one up here. I'm checking since, again, the zone is empty and it's just us. Yeah, it means that it's very likely. Usually I don't come up this way in my route because it's very out of the way. And if someone has been here recently, then we wouldn't get this page and it would just be a waste of time. I would usually restart my route by the time I would get up here. But there we go. We got 5 quick pages. So now it tells us that we've collected enough to make a tome. Like I mentioned, we go back into this menu. And you can see now the use button is highlighted. If I hit use, bang, we got a portal. So it forms one for us, and then we interact with it here. We got the treasure chamber. You can go in it with a group. The thing to note is that if you are with a group, everybody needs to have a portal in order to go in. So everyone needs to have like at least 5 pages, you know, 5 equals 1 portal basically. And if you open it and you're in a group, if someone in your group doesn't have one, they just can't go in it with you. So you want to just be cognizant of that. But there are tons of outcomes for this, like I said. I could even do a separate video where I'll show all the different outcomes of the portals. Some of them are pretty good. This one is solid. This basically just gives you a cursed chest. You interact with it, it forms a purple mob. You kill him, forms a couple more mobs for you to kill. And then you can open up the chest. And this, again, rewards handsomely. You get 5 Enchanted Dust out of this one. And even a rare item too. Beautiful. So that technically is 6 Enchanted Dust, because if I don't like that rare item, I can salvage it and get another Enchanted Dust out of it. So that's how the Library of Zoltun Kulle zone mechanic works. There are tons of outcomes for those portals. It's random. You can even spawn bosses within the game. Like here, you can spawn a golem, and it spawns up to that top portion there that looks empty above the Chaos Engine. And then over here on the left, there's like the lair of the Hydra. You can eventually spawn the Hydra. I think it spawns like right here, where I just put that navigate to. And those can be shared zone-wide. When you pop a portal and you get either of those bosses, it'll actually let the whole zone know, hey, someone just spawned the Hydra. Hey, someone just spawned the Golem. And you can actually go there and either party up or just be there for the event. And if you tag the monster at least once with one attack, then you'll get the rewards of fighting it. It's like a little mini zone boss that everybody can benefit from. So you kind of want to also farm this area a lot too, because when people are popping their portals, maybe you'll be lucky and you'll be there when they get a Hydra. You get a free Hydra and a leech off of them. So that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope it was useful information for you. Again, it's alpha, could be subject to change, but this is by far, in my opinion, one of the best places to farm for getting a ton of Enchanted Dust. Thanks for watching this video. I'll be back with lots and lots of more Immortal videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios for now.